Hello guys, Sonic the Tronic here, and today we're going to be doing the Roblox car build tutorial. Now, with this tutorial, I'm going to go over like how to go through the car, organize stuff, changing tires, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to go through everything. If there's anything I forget, just make sure to comment below or let me know, and I'll make sure to go back and do this again or go over things that I may have forgotten to do. So let's get right into it. So first thing you're going to want to do is obviously pick a car you want to do. This is a car that I was going to mess with. This is now with all these cars and stuff, I don't own any of the like meshes and all that stuff. I just take what's already on Roblox and just use that to just make whatever. So today I'm going to be using this car. There's a few things about this car that I haven't even experimented with, and that's like opening hood and pop-up headlights, like where you click it and then it opens up. So I'm going to be messing around with this car, like change the front bumper, just making this car look overall better, or look how I want it to look like. I mean, this is a fabulous car already. So let's get right into it. Alright, so just another reminder before we get started. Somebody asked in the comments, will I have like the chassis and stuff to download? I'm not sure. I will have like the car chassis, like the program that I use for the car, and I'll have that available to download. But as far as actually owning the cars, I'm just gonna have to say no, I'm sorry. You can still use them like in game and stuff, but I'm not gonna have the actual body of the car available to download, since they are other people's cars and I want to respect that. So anyway, because that's something else too, is like when you make a mesh model in Roblox, you have the option to have people download them or to not. So with the South Dakota Drift cars, I have all those on not gettable, but I will definitely give like the tune for the cars, so like the torque and everything. I'll definitely have that for you guys to download, so you can pretty much have the same setup as the cars in South Dakota Drift do. So get this car started, I'm just getting it in my shop. Something else too is I will have all this stuff right here available to download on the Discord, or not Discord, sorry, the Patreon page. So yeah, so this full video is on Patreon, and like all this stuff in here in the A chassis tunes, that's all going to be available to download on Patreon. So definitely go check that out. Alright, so to start off this car, something I want to change is this front bumper. I really don't like this front bumper. I kind of want to give this car a tune similar to my first ever car that I actually modified. It was this, my Prep Formula Drift, or Roblox Formula Drift 240SX. This is a car that I was just kind of messing around with, and this is kind of what started it all. And yeah, so this is kind of one of my favorite cars. I don't ever show it. I think it's on the North Dakota Drift. Thought I left it on there for you guys to try out, but yeah, so we're gonna try to give it kind of a look similar to this, but just like overall clean it up, make it look a whole lot nicer than it is right now. So I might just leave this actually right out here in case I need a part for it. So let's get right into this. Yeah, so first thing is I want to change the front bumper and the color. So I'm going to rename this car. I'm going to call it Sonic the Tronics 240SX Drift Car 2.0. Alright, so you just click enter to save that, and we're going to click this little button on the side, then I'll open this up. Now, whenever you're working on these cars, the file names are very, very important. So the body file has everything that's like gonna be solid onto the car. So like these side skirts, stickers, muffler, everything like that is going to be located into the body. And it has to be spelled body correctly. Otherwise, the pieces might just fall or the car won't work correctly. MISC for miscellaneous. Those are things kind of like the pop-up headlights, or some things that I am still playing around with is the exhaust. So if you want like fire to come out, or backfire, I should say, if you want the backfire to come out, that would be placed in miscellaneous. And I'll probably get back to that later, try to figure all that out. So first we're going to do is go to body, and then somebody, so this has the code of the car. So I'm going to ungroup this. So we have body. You have to make sure you don't want to ungroup body. Everything has to stay in body. So then we have, I don't know how to pronounce that, Kizuna, the RPS13. And then we have MISC right there again. So then we have shadow. The shadow must not be on here, so I'm just going to delete that. Actually, no, I'll leave that on for now. So then we have body right here again. You don't have to have the word body twice in it. Like if you have like a different name for the body, it just has to be in the main body with like driver seat. Humanoid is like where you change the Roblox character to fit in the car. And then the tune, body. So you just have to make sure everything's inside that. So here we have SR20 is the engine, and this is actually a really nice built car. The guy organized this very well. So we have main body, and this is usually the tedious part where you have to start organizing. So like this is part of the tail light. So I'm going to right click it and click group, and then I'm going to name this model or group. I'm going to name it rear lights. Alright, so now we have rear lights on there. So I'm going to go back up here. So we have another part right here, part of the light. So I'm going to, you have to go into this area here, and we're going to go down to data, and then parent, main body. We're going to go down to rear light, and then place it right in there. If we open that up, now we have two parts for the rear light. So we're going to continue to do this throughout the car. Oh, here's another piece. Go to main body. Oh, I think I missed it. Okay, here we go. Rear lights. And you're just gonna keep doing this over and over. This is usually the tedious parts, and this takes the longest time. Oh, here we have the rear bumper. So I'm gonna rename this as rear bumper. That will probably, we might leave that there because that looks pretty, that looks mint. Alright, so this must be the black line here. Oh, yep, that's the black line. So with some of these cars, a lot of these cars are imports from other games. I'm just going to say that now. So like this car could have been imported from like BeamNG Drive or Assetto Corsa. I have seen a couple cars in here from Assetto Corsa. When you guys do that, you just don't want to make profit off of it, like buying the car with real money, because that would be against copyright law. So yeah, I just got to make sure for that. So yeah, so this is the black lining. So I'm going to create another group here. Group, and then black lining. I think I spelled that wrong. That's okay, I don't care. So black lining. So if we ever get any more of this black line that goes along the car, we'll just rename that. So we're going to go to, this is paint. This must be the side skirt. Yep. So we're going to rename this, or we're going to put this, or yeah, just rename it. We're going to call it side skirt. I know I absolutely just butchered that, but at this point I don't really care. Oh wait, I think this is the RX-7. Oh yeah, this is the RX-7 side skirt. I'm most positive this is the RX-7 side skirt. That is so funny. That's like some examples for you there, guys, where people just take other cars and they just start messing them together to like make a really nice looking car. So, okay, here we have part of the wide body. So I am going to group this since there's 4 separate pieces, which is a good thing. So we're going to rename this as wide body side skirt mesh. Here's another one. So we're going to go to parent, wide body, and we'll just keep doing that. Usually cars are not this organized. I'll show you guys like another car probably. So go back to wide body, and then this is a logo. So I'll make another one. We'll group that and call it logos. Another important thing for doing this is this makes it really easy to change the paint. So instead of having to like go in here and selecting, like you have to like sift through and be like, okay, that's white, you know, that's black, you know, you could just go to paint, you know, select them all and then just change the paint right on the fly. That makes this job a whole lot easier. So let's see, this must be the quarter panel. Yep. So we're gonna group this and call it paint. And this must be the top. Yep, so we're going to put that in paint as well.